Hi, I'm Shana Eva. I play Cherry on the web series Dirty Cues.
Fine. Then I want my piece of cake.
Oye, quieto. Hey, I may be Latino, but I need a couple of minutes.
That's fine. Because I don't want her leftovers anyway.
My full name is actually Shana Eva Paredes, but I got rid of the Paredes because most Americans can't say that properly. So, my father is from Ecuador, and his family is originally from Spain, aren't we all? So yeah, that's my father's side. My mother's side is Romanian, but my father is he's been in the United States like 30 years. He still has a super thick accent. My friends are like, I don't know what your dad's saying to me right now. And I'm like, I have to like kind of explain to them what my dad's talking about because he has such an adorably thick accent. And he always thought that we were making fun of him, and I guess we were in some way growing up, my brother and I, but he was just adorable. I mean, how do you not love a Latin accent? I started acting when I was about 8 or 9, terrified of people watching me, just total stage fright. Spent a year in class and they were like, I'm so sorry, we can't, she's mute. Like, there's nothing we can really do. She's gonna have to be held behind in this acting class. And then finally one day I just decided it was time to open my mouth and act, and they were like, oh, she belongs in the advanced class. So I went from just beginners to advanced class where I'm like a 9-year-old with 20-somethings, and that was fun for a little while, but it wasn't really my age range, and I eventually switched to another acting school and just continued until they kicked me out. I was there forever. And then I also started singing when I was about 10 and had some girl groups that I was involved with, 13 or 14 years old. We had some record contracts, different girl, another girl. I mean, it was pure chaos, but it was like Destiny's Child era, so it was all the craze. And I got to work with some really cool people. There was a guy who like opened for Britney Spears, and 6 months later I'm literally working with him in the studio. So much of it is about like the look and sex appeal, and that's all great, but if you have the talent to back it up, then you can actually take your career somewhere further than just Maxim magazine. And I think those are all like great tools to have, but for me, really studying your craft and knowing what you do is what gets you longevity in this really difficult field. As far as acting icons, Meryl Streep. I mean, how do you not? Meryl freaking Streep. Love her. She's amazing. I just blush talking about her. I can't even control myself. Love Meryl. Yes, she's numero uno. I am a huge Penelope Cruz fan as well, and I think she's just like, she is the epitome of like the sexy, fiery, passionate Latina, and you can see it in all of her performances. She gives all of herself, and she's someone I really, really admire. So I'd love to do roles like her. She plays like local characters. She plays really sexy, intellectual characters, really emotionally effed up characters. Like, she'll do anything, and Penelope. I have lived in LA about 3.5 years now, and the best part for me coming from Florida was like, there's mountains, there's things to do that aren't just the beach and Everglades. So I love hiking. I am obsessed with snowboarding now because in California you have the best of all worlds. You can be in the desert, you can be on Santa Monica Pier, and you could be snowboarding in Big Bear, and this is all happening in one day. There's this place called Lala's. Oh my gosh. Okay. Latin foods. I'm a huge fan of carne because my dad always made the chimichurri on top of it. So I love the thin steak, peppers, the onions, and you do the rice and frijoles, that's beans for white people. It's awesome. And the hot sauce, salsa, the whole thing. It's just like spicy, just like the people. It's so good. And it's hearty. You're eating something. I would like to see my career in a year from now still moving, still alive. In a year from now, I'd love to be doing Dirty Q's full time. I love the people that I work with. I love this character because I get to do everything that people, like, life wouldn't allow me to do. I get to do in this role. So in a year span, that would be great. I'd love to have that out and running and filming and promoting it, and then working on some films as well. I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, Woody Allen fan. To work on either of their films, or a short or a commercial, like, I don't even care. Just work with either of them. So being Latin, there really is, I've heard this from others, so I'm not making this up, that there is a passion that Latins have that is inexplicable. And honey, it is true. We are passionate. I am Shana Eva Paredes, and I am proud to be a Latina actress. Soy Shana Eva Paredes y estoy orgullosa de ser Latina.
Good.
Hola. What up? ¿Qué tal? Oye, ¿cómo va?